today with passion.
The law of attraction is the most powerful force in the universe. It is a law that, if worked in harmony with, can bring you much in the way of blessings and success. If you work against it, it can only bring you pain and misery. People who are successful know the law of attraction, but not many people know about it. This truth has been hidden for years. Very prominent people have kept it hidden from the lower class for many centuries only because some wanted all the fortune for themselves and did not want to share it. The outcome for these people was catastrophic. It is a known fact that if you knew the law of attraction, and acted in accordance with it, you could get anything you wanted in life. Have you ever heard the old saying like attracts like? This is a law that means you attract what you are or vibrate to. So if you vibrate to goodness, goodness comes to you. Another way to look at this is by looking at yourself as energy. Everything in life is energy. Look under a microscope and you will see nothing but small atoms with space all around. And it is constantly moving. Nothing in this universe stands still. Atoms are constantly in motion. You can't see it, but they are there and are in motion. One form of energy attracts another form of energy. If you look at electrons, you will find one electron, which may be a weaker electron, is attracted to another electron. This is how electrons flow through wires. The universal law of attraction is simple. We attract whatever we choose to give our attention to. It doesn't matter whether it is good or bad. If we focus on bad things, we will attract more bad things. Ever heard of the expression everything happens in threes? The reason this happens is because when one bad thing happens, you are focusing on that bad thing, so another bad thing or event occurs. As long as you focus on anything bad, badness will continue to manifest itself in your life. But the minute you stop focusing on bad and focusing on good, you change the pattern and now good things start coming your way. It doesn't matter who you are or where you live. It doesn't even matter your religion or stature in life. The law of attraction is there and works for everyone. You just have to connect to it. Do you know you have enough energy in your body to light a city for a month? If you could tap into this, you wouldn't have to pay your electric bill anymore. But the only problem is we are conditioned not to use those resources for the betterment of ourselves. We allow others to control us, tell us what to think, say, or do. If we could harness the power of our minds, we would be invincible. This is why for centuries, this law was kept secret from everyone. Imagine what you could achieve if you used only 1/10 the power your mind possessed. For years, we were brainwashed to follow a certain path. We couldn't think for ourselves. We had to just live day by day and solve problems as they came up. We couldn't use our creative mind to do the things we truly wanted to do. We were told that life was off limits and that we had to do what we were told or pay the consequences. Ever wonder why this world is so screwed up now? It is because we have been inhibited for so long. If we knew the law of attraction and applied it in our lives daily, we would have so much power and control that it would be scary. When we live by others' standards and just float along from day to day, we are creating that type of world for ourselves. We are vibrating that way for ourselves. We are attracting that type of lifestyle, that type of way of living. But if we turned that around and started living the life we wanted, focused on the good things in life and really applied the law of attraction in every aspect of our lives, we would be superhuman creatures with the ability to command the world. We could literally have what we wanted, and when we wanted it. We would have total control of our lives. In fact, if you are sitting down right now, think for a minute about a magnet. If you do not have one nearby, close your eyes and imagine one. Notice when you take a magnet and hold it close to metal, the metal is attracted to that magnet. What power, right? That magnet literally grabbed and pulled that metal to itself. Imagine what you could do if you were like a magnet. But you know what? You are a magnet. Scientists have conducted much research on the brain and found there are neurotransmitters in the brain that send signals from one stem and cell to another. These are electrical impulses that travel from the brain to the spinal cord, sending electrical impulses to the muscles in our body, forcing those muscles to move according to the way we want them. Because of this discovery, we have the ability to attract what we want by just using our mind. We attract because we have more power in our bodies than what the energy is outside of us. Therefore, if you use that power, you can do anything you want. This is why when you think about scarcity, you get more scarcity. If you think about love, you get more love. If you think about abundance, you get more abundance. It happens. This is how the law of attraction works. And to work in contradiction to it can only prove fatal at most. Therefore, if you think of yourself as a powerful attractor, and you use this God-given gift, you will attract more of what you want in your life, simply by thinking about it, then acting on it. However, there is one thing you need to know here. There is one ingredient you cannot leave out or the law of attraction won't work. You must not just think of what you want, you must also feel it. Put emotion behind it. Then when you put emotion behind it, take action by executing your desires, and the actions you take will go out to the universe, which in turn will give you your results. It happens every time, no matter what we think about. Now someone may say, I thought things come from our heart. Actually, you are right. They do. Our heart is the seat of emotions. When we think of an object in our mind, we then send that image to our heart and act on it with emotion. This emotion we feel then forces us to take action. This is why, in a way, we do think from our heart. After we think of what we want from our mind, our heart takes over and sends out to the universe what we want, and the universe responds. A formula makes this principle easy to follow. It is thoughts, feelings, actions, and results. If we want something in our lives, the first thing we do is think it. After we think it for a while, and this means placing images in our mind, we then transfer this to our heart, where we act on our thinking with feelings. Feelings we know are emotions. So when we feel something, we are using our emotions. After we have a deeply ingrained feeling over the image or thought, we then act on that thought and feeling by taking action. When we take the necessary action, the universe shows up and gives us the results we wanted. But we must act in harmony with it. We cannot just think, feel, and act only one time. We must live for the result every second of every day. We must consciously and even subconsciously think about it every day. Like I said earlier, when you think and act on what you want, you must vibrate toward it for your desires to be fulfilled. The law of attraction works by performing 3 steps. And these steps must be done in order for the process to work. These steps are: 1. Getting clear. You must know what it is you want, or else you won't get it. The universe won't know what you are asking for, so how can it deliver? 2. Vibrate to the level of energy corresponding to what you want. If you want something and you think on it, feel it, and act on it, you must keep the level of energy going until you achieve the results you're after. 3. Attract what you want like a magnet. If you focus on what you want but don't allow it to come into your life, it won't. You have to be willing to accept it and acknowledge it. Then when you act, it will occur. This whole idea of attraction does work. You just have to practice it every day. And since we are creatures of habit, when we get a hold on something and practice every day, we develop it into a habit. This then becomes automatic. The law of attraction can become the same thing. If you use it every day, on a regular basis, and practice it this way, you will eventually, in a short period, find that it becomes a habit that you will subconsciously practice. The law of attraction is working in your life right now, but you may not be aware of it or notice it. Whatever you do during the course of a day, whatever thoughts you think about, you are attracting. It is as simple as that. Think about it. You sometimes run across people in your life who tell you that something happened in their lives, something wonderful, and they celebrate because they believe they attracted it. Do you know what I mean? But what about those people who seem to get what they refer to as bad luck? They always cry, "Why me? Why is this so?" Because they attracted it. They vibrated to it, which caused it to happen. The first step to getting what you want is to own it or accept accountability for what you asked for. Of course, there are those who ask why is it they ask for one thing, but don't get it. This is because your vibrations or energy wasn't tuned into what you wanted. Remember, the law of attraction is you get what you think of. It has no distinction as to what is real or imagined. It doesn't know what is meant to be or not. It doesn't know whether you should have it or you shouldn't. It only responds to what you wish for and gives it to you. How can you use the law of attraction? How can you practice it? What steps do you need to take to use it? You may not believe it, but the steps you need to take are easy. But you must do them, believe in them and believe in yourself, or they will not work. So are you ready to get tuned into the universe and get clear? Are you ready to work in harmony with the laws of the universe and become successful? If so, here are the steps you need to follow. 1. Get clear. You must know exactly what it is you want. If you are in doubt, vague, or too general, you won't get anywhere. You must know exactly what it is you want first. Only then will you be able to focus and concentrate on that thought. 2. Visualize what you want and vibrate to it. You must form a mental image in your mind so you can see it as if you had it in your possession. You must understand what it is you are seeing and look at it as if you can touch it. When you visualize it, you have to vibrate to it. Don't just see the image, feel it, touch it, let it become part of you. If it is a woman you want, visualize the woman you are looking for. Picture her hair colored. See how tall she is. Notice her facial features. Visualize yourself holding her, hugging her, or even kissing her. Then transfer this image to your heart and use your feelings to convey how you feel about this woman. For women, you can do the same for a man. Repeat the same process, the only difference is you will be looking at a man instead of a woman. Regardless of your sexual preference, you just have to visualize the person in front of you and see him or her as being there with you and experience the joy of that person in your presence. 3. Now allow it to be a part of you. You can allow it by simply agreeing to it and say yes to the idea that you want it. When you do this, you are in fact allowing it to come to you. If you visualize receiving a check for $1,000, picture yourself accepting it while saying yes and thank you. Hold it like it is yours. Embrace it. Tell the universe you acknowledge it and want it. Tell the universe thank you for giving it to me and then accept it. This way you are allowing it to come into your life. 4. Take action to fulfill your request. You must work in harmony with what you wish and do so without wavering. You must make a concerted effort to always dwell on wanting it. By doing so, you will attract it without any obstacles in your path. Remember, when you think, you then feel. After you feel, you take action. This action gives you your results. It works every time, no exceptions. The above steps will help you to become better attractors. When you use the law of attraction, you do not worry about where it is coming from or how you will get it. The universe will take care of those details. All you do is your part and the universe will do its part. One important thing to mention here is that after you make your request, you cannot have any doubts as to your ability to get it. You must have strong assurance that you will get what you asked for no matter what. If you doubt for one moment that you don't deserve it, you cancel out your request and won't get anything. So, always focus on it and never have any doubts about what you ask for. The universe is very giving. All you have to do is act in accordance with it, vibrate to it, and work along with it, and everything your heart desires will be yours. The law of attraction is very powerful and forceful in the way it works. You can just think it, act on it, and bingo, it happens. But what would be even better is if you were to focus on an exact thing, event, or person you want in your thoughts. For example, let's say your goal is to marry a beautiful blonde woman. You wouldn't just visualize any type of blonde woman. You would visualize a blonde woman with certain characteristics. You would want to visualize whether she wears glasses or not. You want to visualize the way she wears her hair. Is it straight or curly? Do you see the pattern? You want to be as specific as possible with your intent, or you may end up getting surprised and not get what you really want. What if you wanted a certain amount of money? Visualize you getting a check for $10,000. Or maybe you want to go higher. Or perhaps you want to go lower. You know what you want. But you have to gear your mind so you can vibrate to it. Otherwise, if you aren't clear as to what you want, the universe won't know and will send you money that may not be enough for your needs. So think about that the next time you desire money in your life. As was stated above and before, the law of attraction works. You just have to accept it, act on it, and be in harmony with it. Do this and you can have anything you want.